That
That's a
is,
lot of weight.
but you just entered the open.
Yeah, I guess. But I feel like my bench will just forever hold me back. I feel
It's
like I try a
moving
lot
up.
of things
It's moving up.
Yeah, you hit
very slowly.
315 for 10. That's not normal. It's
Yeah,
pretty good. Pretty
that
up
was pretty good.
there.
But
Pretty good.
How about we do this?
Huh.
This is the American Iron Podcast. Introduce yourselves, and then we'll continue talking about your shit bench.
okay. Oh,
Peyton?
we're supposed
Yes.
to roll off. Okay. I am Peyton
Johnson.
Johnson. Do you need middle name?
No, we don't need that.
Okay.
What is it?
No,
Oh, okay.
you don't get it now.
Fine. I feel like we have the same middle name for some reason.
It's very common.
Lee?
Fuck.
No way.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wild.
I thought I read that
basic.
somewhere. I think I read that somewhere. I
know-
was like, hey, that's the same middle
Wait.
name.
You know, there's somebody else with the middle name Lee.
You've
Who?
been stalking me.
I think I saw it on. I think I was setting up for a meet with somebody, and you're in the database.
Sure.
Or something.
You know,
Sure.
you know who?
Dude, you got this
Sure.
orange light on you. You look scary.
Spooky.
You look kind of cool. It's like Halloween vibes.
You're ruining the camera. I'm just kidding. Tell us about your accolades.
My accolades?
Yeah, especially
Nothing.
like the one you just got.
No, I won Legion in 2022. I think it was.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, I calculated the points on my phone because originally I didn't get the sword.
Oh yeah.
Like, they miscalculated.
I think
it.
we've miscalculated every year, honestly.
Guys, figure it out.
No,
Y'all
But,
did-
like, I was
y'all did
like-
it this year.
I could have swore I beat him, and then because Waskar,
Yeah.
the little dude, like 59
I
kilos.
thought he was 66.
I think he's 59.
He's 59.
He's 59.
small,
He's
yeah.
strong as shit though.
He's
Is
strong.
he-
Yeah,
Where's he from?
Washington, I think.
Yeah, he did Legions.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
year? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then, yeah, I mean, I think he was just getting back into powerlifting or something. Like, he took a break and then came back. And then I feel like ever since he did that meet, he went on a tear and kind of
Still is, yeah.
went beast mode. And then
Yeah.
he went to Worlds.
Dude's
and,
insane right now
Yeah.
still. Hell
so
yeah.
that was cool. But I won that one. And then from there, I went to Junior Nationals in Scottsdale, Arizona. And that was last year. That was just last year.
It was. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's been a
Feels
very
like forever.
busy season.
Yeah. Especially for you guys, you've just been going back to back. But Junior Nationals came in second there in a very unfortunate situation.
Dude, there was
I
nothing. there was there
I
was
should have
nothing-
won that.
There was nothing we could have done.
I was stronger than Shane on that day. 100%.
Dude, it was just what happened. Like,
So came down to the last deadlift. I had just pulled 755 for my second attempt, and Shane was still up by like, I want to say it was like it was like 2.5 or maybe 5 kilos. I can't remember. No, it was like 5 kilos, I think. And for his last attempt, he puts in 365, which he just pulled something low sevens. I think maybe it was 733 or somewhere around there. And so that then put him after me in the lot numbers. So I had the choice of either choosing something lower than him and then maybe pulling it, which I was strong that day. I feel like I could have probably pulled 771.
Jesus, dude.
Oh my
you know,
God.
if you flip
Cut.
this up,
Cut.
it mutes it if you
Hey,
flip it up.
dude. Peyton's talking. Stop interrupting me.
So I had a choice of either going below him or sticking with the 365, seeing what he does, see if he changes it as he gets closer to his attempt, or just see what he does. And he ends up trying to pull it, which I knew that he wasn't strong enough to do that, like for sure, because 365 is 804. he's not going to pull that. And sure enough, he walks up to the bar, gives it a little tug, and then walks off. But now I'm forced to pull 365 because that's what I had put in. Or I think it was slightly over it. I think Tammy put in like 370 or something.
Yeah, it was so you can be ahead.
Right. I would still come after him. But now, since 365 was the last weight on the bar, I can't go lower than that. So then I had to try to pull 365, which is 804 pounds, and I got it to my knees.
Here's the thing. It was part of the game, though.
Yeah.
That's
Which I had no idea about any of these rules. I was like,
what
what's happening?
You didn't know, like, third attempt deadlift is when everything gets super stressful.
Yeah.
When you're just hanging out, watching other coaches, and you're just trying to, like, figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've found a newfound respect for handlers on meet day. Like, I just thought, oh, you just lift as much as you want.
No.
As much as you think you
There's
can.
there's a lot of fucking strategy and math
if you have the
involved.
biggest total, you win. You know.
There is.
Easy fix.
If you're just built like that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But usually there's someone else built like that too.
Man, whatever. Screw those other guys.
But at that top end, it gets kind of crazy.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I lost that day.
Still came second.
Yeah. Came in second. I totaled like 812 and a half kilos. And then from there, I was invited to Junior Worlds in Romania.
What place did you get?
In Worlds? Sixth.
You got one in deadlift, though, right?
I did. Yes.
That's all that matters.
That's all that
That's
matters.
That's a dub, baby.
I got gold in deadlift just by body weight. Someone had deadlifted the same amount, but
But
I
you
was
weighed
like-
less.
I was a little bit lighter.
Hell yeah. What
Yeah.
was it?
There, I think it was like 340,
Insane.
340 or 342 and a half. I can't remember. But I was so disappointed. From
That was
that.
your first time, like, traveling, though, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah.
Like,
to-
actually, like, Scottsdale is
Big
Scottsdale.
time.
That's, like,
yeah.
that's a
This is like across the
Yeah.
ocean. Fucking.
different time zones.
Yeah, exactly. But the training leading up to that, that was another thing, is I had to go to a school for
That's
the National
right.
Guard
Yeah.
because I was reclassing. I was picking up a new job, and I had to go to California in like this small reserve base where they just had like this very minimal gym. And I mean, I was still able to get training done, but they had like big bumper plates and just, I'm so spoiled here. I have all the competition specific equipment that I need, and like I can really just be as consistent as possible. Whereas I'm kind of showing up there and just getting a good workout in.
Yeah. It's, like, way different.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like, at your level now for deadlift, dude, you kind of need that specific plates and stuff. Because, like, even pound plates, dude, that'll load up fast.
Yeah.
Enough space.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if it was going there or like over time my form had just changed and I didn't even notice it, but I did notice like there was a big difference between my form at Junior Nationals to Worlds.
How
At
so?
least. So my deadlift definitely seemed more narrow, more feet forward, more narrow, and just overall like a lot more back. And then my squat felt even wider than usual. And then I just felt like I really had no power.
Yeah, you've changed it every meet.
We finally found one that worked.
I feel like, yeah, it has changed quite a bit. But I think between this last Nationals and then NAPF and then this last one, I feel like it's been pretty consistent.
With the squat?
Just smaller changes or what?
Well, with squat, I was always like a very wide squatter.
Yeah,
Like,
your
that's-
squat stance was wider than your deadlift stance.
It was crazy. It was pretty nuts. Like now looking at it, I don't know how I did it. but it was very posterior, very like hip dominant, and I just felt like I didn't have a lot of power. Like I would have a very pronounced sticking point like midway where it would just slow down so much, and I feel like it was very hard to get past it. But I did end up narrowing my stance a bit and then focusing a lot more on pronation of my feet.
I always found that interesting that you go inwards instead of outwards.
Yeah, I don't. It's how
You know
I feel
about that?
strong.
No, yeah, I know about it. I think he just, because like it's not like he squats like that either. I think it was a coordination problem. You think he had the 3 points of contact, and he really didn't. He only had 2. So just him focusing on that probably just eased it into the picture a little bit, probably, and that's why he's got more force and more balance around his feet, probably. That's my hypothesis, because he doesn't squat like this. It's not like he squats like. He's focusing on it because it helps him get a better balance and pressure around his foot, better center of gravity for the bar to go down. That's just my hypothesis. But yeah,
Do
he told me
you
that when he like,
force
started
your-
wearing the blazers and stuff. It's cool.
Do you force the big toe down?
Um, yeah, almost. It feels like I'm trying to like spread my arch. So like, here's my big toe, here's my heel. I'm trying to like really spread my arch and like flatten my feet almost.
It sounds like rooting, but you're just doing it with
He found what worked for him, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
He found his way to root.
I don't know. When I think of rooting, I think of like twisting outwards. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Because most of those guys say like to twist. Like they're like twist your knees out and everything.
Yeah.
It's like to root, to pull the ground or something like that.
Yeah.
But
I don't think that works for me.
I hate
So
it.
I feel
hate
like
that.
this ever since I switched to like focusing on pronation and then also finding the real midfoot pressure for me, I feel like I have to put a lot more than I think onto my forefoot opposed to my heel. So
Do you feel more power out of the hole now?
yeah,
You do, I was
definitely.
thinking like that. Like that's probably how you feel it.
Yeah,
The difference.
it just feels so much stronger. It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
I
dude.
feel a lot more balanced.
It sounds like you're still trying to like spread the floor, but you just found a different way to do it.
Yeah. I just think I need like 15 different cues.
Dude, you
to
are
go through.
Whatever it takes.
so slow at warming up.
NAPF.
NAPF was wild, and
It
I
was
was
crazy
like,
because like he was good at lesions. You know, like it was fine. But
What do you mean slow? Like my warm-ups were
yeah,
slow?
I started telling you like before I actually wanted you to hit it because I knew it would take you like 3 or 4 minutes to like actually set up.
Well, you see, I do the same thing every time. I'm consistent with it. I do this thing called RPR, which I heard on Mark Bell's podcast, but it's like a reflexive performance reset.
you do all the
Yeah, you
Everything,
basically
yeah.
just rub yourself in a bunch of different spots.
Yeah, until you do that all the time.
supposed to prime the CNS.
I
homie.
swear I'm not like touching myself in the gym. I'm just
A lot of college strength conditioning coaches are big into that too. So that's where I
Well,
heard it from.
yeah. I mean, for me, I don't know. Now it might just be a placebo, but like if I don't do it, I feel
Placebo
weird.
actually works.
If it works, it works.
Exactly. But they describe it as like flipping on the light switches on your body. Like you're hitting all these different nerves and like remembering those connections.
See, I do that, but just mentally. I just let the body kind of do its thing.
You just grab the bar and go. I've
Yeah.
seen you.
Yeah, that's my warm up. Is like,
You're just annoyed at me because I actually warm up,
yeah, but then I'll just take extra sets if I need it.
which is fair. That
Garrett
works
does
for
the
some
same
people.
thing, don't you?
I just grabbed the bar.
Well, you guys are a couple of cool cats, and I'm just.
You're just
A
an old
nerd.
man. You're just an old man, dude. Yeah.
Some days
That's
I
why you
feel
gotta
like I'm
warm
a
up.
man. Like today, my adductors and hamstrings are destroyed.
We'll look at them later.
Oh yeah.
Did so we were talking about your bench and how
Oh god.
shite it is.
We don't need to talk about it.
I think it's a
do you-
great topic.
What do you think the problem with your bench has been?
One probably programming. I
Well,
know
I
that.
mean that's always been a problem with you. I'm like 90% sure. Because I mean,
It's been
let's
working.
talk about what you used to do, which was max out on deadlifts 3 days out.
What was that?
That's insane, dude.
No, it wasn't 3 days out. It was more like 5.
That's still so close.
And it's not maxing out either. I was hitting my opener.
I mean, it's not as bad, but still, it's like you just didn't want to rest ever.
Yeah. I have no life. Like this is as cool as it gets.
You're like, I'm just gonna sit at home for 4 days? Nah.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta fight the demons just in sitting there. How
This ain't
how am
gonna
I
work.
supposed to do that?
Guys, they fight back. Hello.
Um,
What were we talking
where
about?
were we?
Bench press, programming. You talking about
Oh.
his deadlift 5 days out or something?
Oh, yeah. So for programming and for bench, what do you do?
Well, I had been just my schedule used to be squat. Oh, what was it? Squat, bench, deadlift, accessory, rest, and then squat, bench, deadlift,
It's like
accessory.
not
Was
rest.
it was it a non-synchronous program? Like you just flip
Yeah.
that cycle every week?
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
didn't start on Monday, it started on day 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've gone that way for a while now. Where I don't go by week.
I think you need one more bench day.
Well, that's what I used to do, right? And my accessory day was like an upper body day, but I didn't bench press. I would do like shoulder press or I would do like heavy
That's
dips
fine.
as a main movement. But that was okay. But I couldn't maintain that. Like once my squat and deadlift started to get up there, like just that frequency is just very hard.
You have to start changing because your the way you recover is different.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it takes me a while to recover now.
That's called getting stronger.
Yeah. Yeah. Like as the loads get heavier and heavier, it's going to take longer to recover from them, which sucks because I've had to accept,
More
Just-
rest.
yeah, taking more rest days.
Well,
No, I get that, man. I love squatting. I wish I could do it twice a week. I just simply can't, man.
Yeah.
It takes the one day just shoots me dead.
So
Can't
what's
do
your current setup?
Right now, nothing. For legions, man, before my back gave out, I was squatting once, deadlifting once, benching once.
A week?
Yeah, and then like,
yeah, he's hella strong for not doing shit.
and then I was like accessories like on the other 2 days of the week or something, but like
Oh,
not touching a
okay.
barbell though.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
But like when deadlift stopped, I still only squatted and benched once a week. So
Damn.
yeah.
That's crazy. And you give me shit about frequency.
I mean, he came from equipped.
So what? Equipped is schmipped.
I like that.
What
one.
about
I'm gonna start using that one.
Equipped.
It's equipped as schwipped.
schmipped?
Schwipped.
Could it,
I like
I
that.
think throwing you in a bencher would make you a better bencher.
I feel like my arm would snap.
No.
No, I don't know. I would try it out. Maybe now's the time to do it because I don't have any competitions in sight.
What's your next comp, Nats?
I don't even think I'm going to do that
Pourquoi?
because, one, it's in New Orleans, right? Isn't it?
I thought it was
Georgia.
Georgia.
Georgia, same thing.
No. No.
Either way, it's on the other side of the country, right? You got to pay
Yes.
to get out there and sit in a hotel and
Wait.
go there.
Wait. You can do military, can't you?
The military meet?
Yeah.
I mean, I could.
That's in Vegas.
Yeah, it's in Vegas.
I have two.
Have you been to Vegas?
I was in Vegas very recently.
Oh.
Have you been to Vegas?
I was in Vegas like 2 weeks ago.
Do you like Vegas?
No.
Do you think
Neither do I.
Do you think there's people that your age that have lived in Reno as long as you have that have never been to Vegas?
Yes, absolutely.
That's wild, dude.
There
It's like
are-
right there.
It's 8 hours away.
It's right there, dude. It's not that big of a deal.
It's kind of far. Sacramento's way closer.
It is.
But it's in Vegas. And just think about what you can do to those poor vets.
Dude, you would wreck a guy like KJ.
Dude, that'd be the first. It'd be the first. It's the first one.
It's the national champion.
Jerry's doing it.
I saw that. That's where I saw the meet.
And then my other client, Brian's doing it, who competed at Legions. So,
I mean, driving to Vegas.
dude, a flight is like $100.
I'm also sure we'd all like carpool there too, if anything. Like
That's
dude,
what.
in a van. Let's just put Peyton in
Okay.
the back.
What's probably gonna happen is we're gonna have to go there anyways.
So, but I have to pay to get down there and
Just ride in the cargo van, homie.
compete for an okay meet. I don't know. When is it?
Okay, meet. You're gonna win.
When is it?
It's the same weekend as
Is that Equip Nationals?
yeah, same weekend as Equipped.
I don't know when Equipped National.
June 25th, I think.
I think it is June. It's either the June or April meet. I think it's the June meet.
Okay. I mean, that's plenty of time.
It's 291 days.
Why do you know that?
Quote me on that shit. Quote me on that shit.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
I'm not doing the math right now.
It really is because I was looking it up yesterday, and yesterday was
Oh.
292 days.
So you count days, huh?
Oh yeah,
Nice. That's
I don't count months.
That's nuts.
Brand's gonna have a child one day. 3,051 days right here.
Yeah, he's 128 months. Actually.
My 14-month-old, your 1-year-old. No, my 14-month-old. Shut up.
14 months.
My 24-month-old.
26 month. I heard a woman say like her 26-month baby. I was like, just say 2, brother.
Why are you going by?
They're walking and talking by this.
It's like he can tell me he's 2. Why can't you say it? He learned it before you.
She doesn't want to let go.
Doesn't want to let go of her baby. Boy, mom.
But you should think about it.
Is there a payout?
It's a national meet, I think, not signatures.
But it is first responders. So definitely not.
I don't know.
You get the pride of being the strongest reservist in this nation.
It's a pretty big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is, we're gonna have all these first responders and military people in one place. Nothing could go wrong.
It's just a
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
There's no
Yeah.
infighting at all.
No.
no.
No one's gonna be measuring who's bigger or not. That's never happened in the
Yeah.
history of this. No.
Yeah.
But the records, I think they're going off of USAPL records.
Really.
You know who else could do that?
Who?
Ashton Ruska.
Ashton
Can he?
could do it.
He's military.
Oh,
Yeah,
is he?
He's an army officer.
All right, don't tell him. This is your chance.
I don't think you'd do it anyway. You know,
Yeah,
it's like another.
something real.
Yeah. Exactly. This is why I don't.
Just do it.
I'll think about it.
It's in Vegas. That's close.
Exactly. It's nasty.
Dude,
Vegas sucks.
Vegas does.
Vegas
suck.
is not for me. It's like there if you want to party, gamble.
Yeah, I'm not.
drink.
I don't do that either.
They've got some good food, but the drivers suck. The traffic sucks.
Yes, they do. Very
The
bad.
people are not. Very questionable ones there. Don't
Well-
get me wrong. There's good people, but like
Just think
on
about
the
it.
strip.
Why would you be on the strip?
Yeah, why would you be on the strip?
Just
Where's it
stay-
at? Do you remember where it's at?
I can look it up real quick. Y'all keep talking.
Okay. So yeah, do that. Win. And then you can go to Military Worlds.
That's not. We're just competing against other military.
Las Vegas Convention
Oh my
Center.
Goodness.
Las Vegas convention. Where is that at?
It's the Dome.
I have no idea.
No
That's right.
way.
I think it's the Dome.
No way. That thing looks ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But yeah, think about that. Because what else are you gonna do this year?
I was planning on just eating and growing.
Well, you have 6 months. Actually, you have 8 months to grow.
Yeah.
Growing boy.
Bro.
I got it. Because I hate how big a gap there is between 93 and 105.
I mean, that's 30 something. It's like 25 pounds.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the Dome, gentlemen. It's just a convention center.
Oh. I mean, it looks neat.
It looks cool though.
Oh, if it's away from the strip, even better.
Yeah. Maybe.
The 93 to 105 gap. Yeah, that's a common complaint, but it's only amongst Americans that's a common complaint, sadly. So that's why like there's nothing going to be done with it ever.
Really?
Yeah, only Americans have like that much surplus of people in that weight class compared to the rest of the world.
Oh, you really?
Yeah. Like there's a reason why it doesn't go 84 plus. It's only an American complaint that there's not heavier weight classes.
That's kind of fucked up.
So that's
Would
the
make
thing. Like
them
we might complain about it a lot, but we're the only ones doing it, and IPF ain't gonna do shit for USA, you know. So
Sorry, we have, strong females.
I know, right?
I didn't know that. It's interesting.
Yeah. So
We are pretty thick here.
hefty, healthy.
Mhm.
It's just healthy. That's what it is.
Just large.
I think I just hear we can survive winters better. That's all I hear.
See, this is a country full of seasons. What other country has seasons?
Siberia has like 4 different kinds of cold,
Yeah, they have 4 winters.
and the sun might come out once a year, so that'd be cool. Latvia, they have 4 seasons.
Latvia. Where is Worlds next year for Open? Don't know.
No, unless I'm spotting there, I usually don't know where those things are at.
Have they even announced it?
I feel like they have. Are you okay? You've been coughing.
I don't
You
know,
didn't
dude.
cough at
He has the
all,
blind
dude. And all of a
I
sudden
think
you put the mic
there's
on.
something going on. Yeah, I think I drank some water and I got stuck in the wrong pipe. And it's
Mm.
just been kind of slowly dying over
I
here.
swear if I'm sick after this,
Same. I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, shut up.
everybody in the gym
Shut
is
up over
going to
there.
have it. No, but
Well, next year's World Games, so that
that
might
is
that
true.
might play some interference in like scheduling and stuff. But that's Chengdu.
Chengdu, China.
okay, I'm not very well educated on this subject, but why do we have World Games and then the Olympics? Like,
World Games is how do I put this?
Don't be nice
reject
about it.
sports.
It's a reject Olympics.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
now
it's
it makes
it's
sense.
still like the Olympics,
It's
but
thick
it's just
though.
for
Like
all
there's
the.
Muay Thai, tug of war, powerlifting. Now.
no way.
There's some cool sport. One of the sports is literally just
Sumo.
like
sumo wrestling too. American football.
there's fishing, but it's like it's about hitting a target.
They have track.
That's all it's about.
They have
It's tracking,
crazy.
dude. It's like they put you out in the middle of nowhere with this small map, and you have to like survive. Like that's one of the games.
That sounds pretty hard.
I mean, honestly, the sport's pretty cool.
I mean,
They just don't air it on TV, so that's the only issue. It's like I feel like it'd be really recognized if people knew about
They
it.
actually have 5-finger fillet.
no, they don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
You know,
was gonna say-
they just dropped a physique sport. They don't
boy.
they don't have a category for like how they're gonna do physique.
They did actually, yeah.
It's like I'm assuming it's gonna be like when the guys do swim trunks.
That's physique.
Is that physique? Okay.
Yeah, men's physique is that. The thing is,
Because I know
It's-
women have like figure, bikini, physique. I know like women
wellness, bodybuilding.
wellness. So like power. So it's gonna be physique. Okay.
But it's
So
so
I think that's what it's under.
subjective.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know what standards they're gonna go off of.
Whoever passes the drug test.
That's basically what it's gonna be like.
Oh.
No, who gets invited to the World Games?
What do you mean?
Like, how does each country
A
pick?
power lifter?
Yeah.
So I think every country just needs to submit a representative. As a lifter, they made it really simple this year for the raw guys. Like you won worlds, you're going. Top 3 in worlds, you're going. And that's usually how it goes for equipped, except they say like you have to go to worlds like 2 years in a row. And you have to place in one of them. That's how it usually was.
Interesting.
But now it's like raw was kind of a last minute thing. And so they're like, well, just take the top 3 this time. And so that's what they did this time. Because now it's going to be raw and equipped.
Interesting.
Because it was predominantly just equipped. Because that's like around the world, other than America, before 2020, the rest of the world was still equipped.
Which is sick.
And then around COVID time, when people were like, well, I can't train with my guys, I'm gonna start training raw. They're like, oh well, this is easier. So the whole world transition is kind of raw now.
Interesting.
Shut up, dude.
When is your chance to switch to equipped?
Huh.
Garrett and I talked about it. I think you would dominate.
Because not many
865
people do.
WC. 865 deadlift. Just saying.
I'm thinking 9.
Maybe I'm
950.
even worse in the suit.
What are you weak at? What's your weak point?
Lockout.
Yeah, you would be shitty.
He's screwed.
He's so screwed.
Because it helps you off the ground more than
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
then it stops completely.
You ever heard about momentum? You ever rode that before?
Actually, yeah, there is like a momentum thing, but you understand that because of the amount of whip that you have to deal with. Because I've watched your deadlifts. If you go too fast, you fail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Especially on a deadlift bar.
Mammoth bar.
I've never used the mammoth bar.
It sucks.
It's not worth it.
I don't like it.
I saw that deadlift. That was nuts.
Overrated.
That was like a 10-second deadlift.
Yeah, it's...
I thought he was going to just like keel over afterwards.
No, I knew I had it. It just... There was so much whip when I hit that point that it like... I got stuck.
Yeah.
And then
I was surprised you locked that shit out.
it was like... almost passable, too.
There's some hitch.
Dude,
I didn't really hitch. I ramped a little bit.
You ramped hard, but that was about it.
But it wasn't even like an extreme ramp. Like I didn't actually set it on my legs. I just strongmanned it up.
That's a 3 white light strongman lift, right?
It is. Strongman is no rules. You do whatever you want.
However it gets up, you just got to stand up with it.
I actually get a giant magnet.
Dude, just use the forklift. There's not a rule about it. Oh, he won.
Wow.
Or
Strongman.
just have Peyton deadlift for you next time.
I feel like equipped in strongman is how I'm going to injure myself.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like a lot of people get hurt in strongman.
Like Steven.
That's not name drop.
Like Steven.
How do you get 2 bicep tears?
I don't know, but I had to bring that up because he's always talking shit to me.
Is he?
It's all love, though.
I hope so.
No, it is.
Because yeah, Steven, I think Steven's actually pretty good. He knows a lot too.
He does. He's helped me with a few stretches, different things that have helped my back.
Nats, junior Nats. He was spotting and loading with the torn bicep.
Really?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember
that is insane.
I think that was junior.
Was that last year's junior?
Yeah.
Nats? Okay.
He was because he was in Scottsdale, and then I remember he had a torn bicep and he was still doing it.
That's wild, dude.
So mad respect. To that
Big ups.
big ups.
That's wild.
I mean, it is kind of crazy. You have no plans for the next
I would
year.
like to see Peyton in that deadlift suit or that squat suit.
Yeah.
You have a very good equipped squat naturally raw, so
I think actually the 44 would probably fit you perfectly.
What is the 44?
it's a size.
It's the
It's
size.
That's just sizing. We have a 40 and a 44.
Mm.
Don't even touch the 40.
They're the same brand. We both agree that the 40 is cursed.
Why?
No one's
So-
hit depth in it.
No one's at depth. So it's my suit originally from college, and I bombed out with it at the Arnold. Cool. After that, I was like, hey, give it to a smaller lifter. It's like, can you stretch this out? They couldn't even hit depth in it. And I bring it here. Brandon can't touch depth in it at all. We're like, what the hell's going on with this thing? We think the suit. So in those squat suits, the sizing wise, there's usually like stock size or custom size. I just got stock size, and they're not always sewed the same way, or because they're stock, but they're not really stock. And so I think there's a little malfunction on mine where the straps are just a little too short.
That's what it feels like. Because once you actually get it on, getting those straps on is
It's
ridiculous.
impossible.
Especially when your traps are kind of pumped up.
When you're actually built.
When you start actually getting into the groove and warming up, and your body's filling with blood, it's almost impossible to get those on without it feeling like it's cutting off an artery.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I think it's just that suit though. Don't let this ruin your view on equip lifting. I think it's just that suit's bad.
And then
a very specific built human can use that, but it's not for us.
But then I throw
I'm
on
that human.
the 44 fits great.
He's that human. Look at that torso.
I'm that guy. I
If
have
you
a
can
long
if you can
torso.
hit depth in the 40, I'll give you $100.
I will give you $100.
I'll give you $100.
Well, now I want to do it.
Oh,
Do I need to have any substantial weight on?
You're gonna have to probably
You're
have
gonna
over
need,
800.
You're gonna need.
Excuse me, what?
So my best squat in that suit was 782, and I still can hit depth in it.
Ew.
Yeah. So you're probably gonna need 780 to 800.
The closest I got to depth in it was the 680.
Sick.
Because
You-
705, Actually, 705 I got pretty
you
close.
hit 705 for a double.
Yeah, the first
got
one was a
it.
little high. The second one I sank it more, and that was the closest.
But it just stops you, dude. You're right there, and it just doesn't give anymore.
Interesting.
It'll probably rip before it actually lets you hit depth.
Or I'll break my bones,
Well, that's why you're gonna wear 44.
dislocate them to get depth.
I do think though, like a bench shirt would help your bench because
Why?
I think positioning. I think your bench is mostly just positioning.
Do you think so?
Yes.
How so?
Well, first of all, your hands roll back every single time.
That's not true. Not anymore.
Not anymore. What
Not
do you-
anymore.
Jamie, pull it up.
I don't. Are you sure? Are you actually keeping them straight?
I'm not keeping them straight. It's impossible to keep them straight
No, it's not.
unless if you are holding the bar.
Wait, Peyton's trying to say he has that little natural bend in it.
That's fine. That's fine. But you used to be like way over here,
It did, yes,
and so when
but it's been less.
okay,
Nobody's watched you lift since you transitioned to the afternoon.
I know.
yeah, we haven't
I
been
just
keeping
forgot I
tabs.
existed.
All I see is the occasional 10 rep deadlift max on the Instagram, and that's all I see.
Yeah,
And I'm like, yeah, it looks good to me.
I've stopped posting as much.
That's okay.
I noticed.
Can't let the ops
I
know.
don't. That's not even it. I've lost motivation for it. I don't know,
Did you try?
like a little bit.
Yeah.
It was
I'm also
half-assed.
just not built for it.
no. You no.
I don't
different.
have
Built
an-
different.
I don't have an obnoxious personality. I'm not like chucking my belt across the room and screaming.
Well,
and
I'm
like
just gonna say
nonchalant.
that
throwing a
that
fit
shit's
on the
kinda-
barbell.
That's corny.
It's corny.
It is, but it gets attention.
That's the thing.
It
It's
gets
like,
attention.
Peyton's too nonchalant. For
Yeah, but
that.
you can be very like you can be like the powerlifting Sam Sulek, and just chill.
Nobody wants to listen to my monotone voice drone.
I
on.
would listen to it.
Would you?
Well, what would you?
Yeah, I'm
talk
like
about?
sub to you. I dislike every video you post.
I'm not gonna lie. You post one deadlift cue on Instagram, I guarantee it blows up. You're like, oh, this is the guy that deadlifts 804. We gotta listen.
What you need
Yeah,
to
I'm
do,
just gonna make it
chest-
something stupid
chest
too.
up.
I think you need
Chest up,
to.
eyes up.
I think you need to like harness like your actual accolades more. Like you don't show that off at all. You're too humble.
I don't think there's anything to show off.
I think there's plenty to show off. But that humbleness is good. I think that's why you actually excel so much. Is you don't think that you're the best.
Got a good
I
head
know.
on
I think you have the best deadlift in here, and you don't act like it. Good. Don't
I
let that
mean,
get to your head. I'll kick you out.
It's just a deadlift one, and like, I don't know. It's still sumo. I bet you if I tried to pull conventional, I'd maybe pull 7. Maybe.
God damn. Just like, yeah, maybe pull 7.
You
That's
ever,
still
you
a
ever
lot.
you ever push conventional?
Not since I was like 19.
You ever thought about just pushing an off season, trying to hit a heavy triple one day, just work up to it through a couple weeks?
Maybe.
I'd like to see that. I feel like
I think that would help your sumo.
even not even transition. I just like to see what can you throw up? 'Cause
Yeah.
that'd be sick to watch.
Yeah, I haven't done
I'd
conventional.
pay
so-
money for that. I'd pay for deadlift seminars, just watching Peyton warm up and deadlift.
Just warming up.
I think I'm just very well built for deadlifts. I have this ability to really let my arms hang.
and just
Yeah.
hold on to them.
I got some monkey arms.
Your arms are really long.
That makes deadlifting a lot easier.
It makes bench a lot harder.
That too. That's why I suck at bench.
What? But I mean, your bench has gone up every single meet, right? What'd you hit at Legions?
172 and a half.
What'd you hit at NAPF?
175.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, that was good.
I tried to hit a PR. I tried to go
Just a small 2.5, right?
yeah.
So 177.
Yeah.
I think bench
And
is
then
the
I-
hardest to hit in comp, though.
Yeah. And it also depends on your judges, how quickly they're giving you press and start commands.
How strict they are with the elbow depth rule.
Yeah,
I don't think
I don't
Peyton's
know.
ever got to worry about that.
I've gotten called on elbow depth.
Really? Oh,
Mhm.
nice. When? At Worlds?
I think it was at Worlds,
Dang, dude, that's
Yeah.
wild. Because I was watching.
but it was just one.
I was
It
wa-
wasn't like 3 reds for
I
elbow depth.
was rewatching the live stream. I was watching because you were on bench. You were just right before. I was like, I'm gonna watch Peyton. I was like, this boy hits depth every time. He's fine. He's got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I don't
But-
know how they're gonna really enforce that. Like, you really got to be high to. Like, your elbows have to be really high.
One of my clients got called all 3 times.
Oh no.
She still passed. She still hit a platform PR because we said screw it. But I just think it's such an arbitrary rule.
It is interesting.
Apparently, there's something where like dudes get away with it a lot easier than women too, just because of mass. Apparently.
Yeah.
Because like I don't think I hit elbow depth, personally, but I don't get called on that.
Yeah, you've never been called on that.
Yeah. But like because I tuck my elbow so much, it like remember I was talking about the illusion of like this is here and this is back here. Like I tuck my elbow so much, it doesn't look like it from the front. That's elbow depth, but I've never been called on it. So
Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't know. But it does look ridiculous when you see people like Sean Noriega. He's got the ridiculous arch, like 2-inch bench press.
that's the thing. They were trying to get rid of that stuff. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna have high archers and decent, still like short ROMs, but like they wanted to get rid of the 1-inch range of motion guys, not like
Yeah.
the 5-inch range of motion guy. You know, like
Yeah.
That
Because
just,
now they basically do the same thing. They just sink.
everybody's sinks are
bit.
just hyper flares. Yeah, so that's all they're doing.
which is unfortunate.
Nobody actually like lowered their arch. You know?
Yeah.
Because it messes up their form too much.
Oh yeah, because like that's also like part of their leg drive and their tightness and everything. You know, like if somebody told me like I have to arch less, I'd be like that's impossible. Like you're telling me not to drive my legs. Like like what do you want?
Yeah,
me to
once
do?
you feel like you're locked in on your back, that's it.
Yeah.
It's harder to make it shorter or smaller or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the new Alico pad though.
The
is
soft
squishy
one?
Yeah.
The soft one's way better.
Now it's weird going back to the hard one. I don't like
Dude,
it.
it is though. Like I used to think like there was an issue. Then I think we just had back-to-back sessions with just that soft pad, and I was like, "Oh, Brandon's not here. I'm gonna try that hard pad." And I was like, "This fucking sucks."
Yeah, it just feels weird. Feels off
you
now.
can't get like
Can't go
locked
back.
in.
Yeah,
Like once you're locked in on the soft pad, that because you sink, it's harder for your back to
you
like
ain't
lose.
going nowhere.
Exactly.
Like gently caresses you.
It makes me feel
keeps
better. It
you
makes
in
me want to be a
position.
better man.
I mean, that's why you hit a big bench.
Yeah,
You had the biggest bench, right?
I think so.
At the Legions,
Unless
You did.
420,
yeah,
418.
418. Unless somebody from college did it, but I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
And then, what'd you squat?
661. The old 300.
Wait, what'd you squat?
683.
310.
Oh, damn, pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the subtotal.
Higher subtotal, sick.
Subtotals win the meet. Don't disregard the actual total.
And you deadlifted, what was it, 6?
Me? 633.
Yeah, you wanted 639.
I was gonna go 650.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was. I was for my third attempt. I was gonna shoot up to 650. Be like, screw it. Back's still here. Might as well try to get the 650. And Brand's like, let's consider our other options. 287. I was like, sure, let's do it. And we got it. It was all I had actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say that third.
Yeah, that was all I
don't know.
had.
I don't think the 650.
No. Like 650 was a pure like no brain activity call. You know. And then Brand's like, let me do something. So
That's honestly how my third felt. Like, I didn't think it was really there.
362 or 365.
365.
Okay.
Well, either of them.
Why did
just
you-
sent it up?
Yeah, why would you pick 799?
I mean, it's technically
So
still.
I was
eight.
like, man, 800 just sounds really heavy.
Yeah, but just
But then, like,
going for it is like a huge thing.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm so happy you hit that though. That was such a cool deadlift, dude. Just watching
Yeah.
you pull the slack out of that, I was like, he's got this. There's
Yeah,
no,
as soon as you
there's no
set
way he
up-
misses this.
As soon as you set up, like both Garrett and I were like, "Oh, he has it." Like we could just see the intent that you had. It was like way different than your second attempt.
Feel
Really?
it. It's
Like, it
super-
looks-
You could feel it in the air. You know, like dude was going Super Saiyan for sure.
It was electric.
It was electric.
I mean, that's how it felt.
Yeah.
Like, the crowd was great.
I didn't
Like-
even notice the crowd.
Oh,
You know what's
dude,
wild?
they're
'Cause,
all
like a lot of those
screaming.
people, like that's like the one and only powerlifting meet they'll probably ever watch.
Yeah.
Like when their kids' other local meet, you know, and they're like, "Oh, there's some guy deadlifted like 804 at this one, the first meet my kid did. Yeah. I don't know. Is that good? It's like, yes, that is God tier. Yes.
No, I don't know. When I stepped out there, like everybody was screaming. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I got pretty hyped for that.
Do you look at the weight? Like, did you see that blue and you're like,
No.
this is the time? Like, no, you just like you knew that you just had to go for it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know. It's all a blur,
Yeah.
but I just remembered I was going to put everything into it, you know?
I mean, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do. But I'm very glad I was convinced to
Did they change
make
it for you?
365. No,
Oh,
because
That would have been wild. I'm his coach.
that would have been a sick ass
365.
move. That would have been a sick ass move.
it would have been. But Tate and Tony came up to me and they're like, dude, you have to change it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so I did change it. It was funny because I think I went to the bathroom like in between, and then they were like, "No, dude, you can't do that. You have to do 365." So they're the ones to thank for that
You got it. Was that your first time hitting that
in competition. Hook grip, yeah,
on a stiff bar?
because like I've done that.
Bro chose the hardest variation. Just did 804.
I've done it with the straps for that like 1.5 set, that weird 1.5
Yeah,
set.
yeah.
Because originally, like, I wanted to double that, but I don't know. Yeah, with how back to back an APF was with Legion, I feel like I didn't have that much time to.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick
Do much.
turnaround.
Because of that turnaround, did you learn anything from like your programming standpoint? Like you're fried from an APF, you kind of backed off a little bit or started prep a little bit lighter. You think you're going to carry any of those tools over to your next meet prep, you think?
I mean, probably. I think I'm always learning.
Yeah.
Stuff. Like this was the first time I had actually like done that thing that everybody tells me to do and like take off a whole week before the meet.
You think it made a difference?
I did feel pretty. So I felt fresh. I felt good, but like getting ready for squats, like the bar on my back felt heavy.
You feel like the pattern was off?
So what you can do is just do like 50%, like 3 days out, 4 days out.
I did do a light SPD on like Wednesday.
Like how light?
I did like
Only-
500
Only 80%.
for a single, and then I hit like 374 on bench, and then
Oh my god!
I hit like 600 on deadlift.
and then you're like, oh yeah, I felt heavy. I'm like, what do you mean? You didn't even take a full week off.
I mean, that's basically a full week.
No, it's not.
I don't know. Hitting a single at 500 isn't gonna do much to me.
You say that.
That's how I feel. I don't know.
I think
If you tell yourself that it's not going to, it doesn't.
I think you should try mixing it up. Maybe do it 50%. Take a full week off. A full 7 days. 5 days out, hit your bench opener. See what happens.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
Yeah. You've been thinking about it for years now.
I have a
He said
formula that
maybe.
works.
Fair.
Can't question the can't break it if it's working. If it ain't broke, don't break it.
Has your total gone up every meet?
Almost.
What's almost?
Worlds.
So from junior nationals to worlds, it went down.
Well, there was a big difference.
And then, yeah, it was like 22.5 kilos.
It's also like first time traveling. And
Well, that was the whole like work and everything for you, right?
Yeah, I can make all the excuses I want, but I feel like
No,
I wish I would have done
it's
better.
definitely valid. I mean, like, let's say you start a job out of nowhere and you were working blue collar in the sun all day during the summer. There's gonna be repercussions with that, you know, like.
But that's not what I was doing.
But you were still doing something stressful, different than what you're used to. You know, there's even if you don't think it bothers you that much, it always bothers you more internally than you think. And you know, I'm not trying to make excuses for you,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying.
I feel like the routines that surround the gym were thrown off, and that didn't help. Like,
Yeah.
you know, my food, my sleep, those were thrown off too, which is going to affect things big time.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Well, from Worlds to Nationals, Open Nationals, right? I went from Worlds to Open Nationals, and I managed to bring it back to what I had done at Junior Nationals.
Oh yeah.
I totaled the same thing, 812.5, and then NAPF. I feel like it was a really good meet, and I hit 837.5.
Yeah, it seemed like you had a good meet.
Yeah, I feel like
How
I
dare
could have
you?
squeezed more
How
on
dare you make
deadlift.
beginner level gains at an advanced level? Fuck you, dude. How dare you make 20 kilogram PRs? Whatever.
No, I
And they hit what? Would you hit at Legions?
847.5.
Insane. It's
I
good.
would have hit that 850 if I hit that
Hit
bench.
that bench. What do you think you had? Did you think you had anything left on your squat after the 310?
I did.
Because it
I
didn't
think
move like that, but it looked really good actually.
it.
310.
Yeah.
You think you had 315 then that day? If you would have sent it?
Potentially, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That would have been a sick number.
I mean, you both had back injuries leading up into the meet.
Yeah. I gotta stop doing that. It's annoying though, because I only get it squatting. Like it only happens when I squat, not even when I deadlift.
You got it on the back downs too, didn't you?
Not on the most recent time.
Oh.
Most recent, it was my top set.
Oof.
What
It
about
was-
you?
Me, my
Yeah.
back, I was deadlifting and I felt like a jolt in my like erector and everything just shut down for like half a second. They came back and I was like, cool, we're good. I just couldn't bend over for like 2 weeks. I could squat though. That was the scary thing. Like I could squat. That was all I could do in terms of like getting below my height. I couldn't bend over or anything. I couldn't hinge. Just squat it.
Interesting.
Like I didn't deadlift for like the last month of prep.
It's interesting that you could still squat because like
That was weird, dude. It's like because it wasn't. That means it wasn't spinal, like vertebrae or nothing. Because that means like if it was a disc, it just all that compression would fucking suck. But Brandon Blake kind of chalked it up to like some sort of like sciatica or nerve kind of thing, and that way like there's something just pinched back there. Because I can still feel it now, but it's a lot more bearable now to like deadlift and stuff now.
I think I feel the same way.
Like you feel the same.
Like
It's bearable.
there's always like a dull. I don't know.
Something's always there.
Yeah.
Like an ache. Does it feel like pinpointy? Like a pin?
Mine feels like a pull now, like it's tugging. Like from my hip to my back, something's tugging now.
It's like a muscle.
I'm convinced there's a muscle sprain back there for sure. Lower back sprain or something.
Your erector.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It seemed like everybody had back injuries leading up into the meet.
A lot of people had injuries. MJ had an injury. Me and you had something apparently. And then there's other people that had injuries.
I know there was other people too.
That and my knee's been bugging me.
Getting old.
I guess so. I don't even know what it is. It's like the top of my knee. I feel like it's from
We
pushing.
talked about that. Like you thought it was a quad tendon.
Yeah,
or
quad
patellar.
tendonitis.
Yeah, quad tendonitis. Which could
Potentially.
could really be it, you know.
Yeah.
Back to back preps. Not
That
a
and,
lot, not a
like-
lot of rest, you know.
I was really trying to push pendulum squats hard as my accessory.
You know,
And,
that's weird because I have a coach. He has like double knee replacement. He can't like barely squat by himself like regularly, but if he gets like on a pendulum squat, it looks like a regular dude just killing it, nailing it straight down, straight up. I was like, what the hell?
Because it's supposed to take pressure off the knees.
Yeah, but like every one of those machines, dude, it hurts my knees more than like a barbell squat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you get that?
I feel like that's what really did it.
The
was-
pendulum?
Yeah, because I pushed it pretty hard on the pendulum.
Like even the belt squat hurts my knees more than like a barbell squat does.
Interesting. I mean, I feel it definitely in my knees more than like barbell squats.
Yeah.
So I've gone back to my trusty leg press.
Whack.
I like leg press.
I've never done a leg press like seriously.
Really
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
interesting.
How do you do leg press? How do you implement it?
Well,
high
now I've
reps
just
or what?
so I've been running the same program basically since I was in high school.
If it works. If
I
it
know he
works.
loves it, but it always starts with like higher rep stuff. So like I'll be doing like sets of 12 to 15,
Mhm.
and then just I don't know. I'm really focusing on like full range of motion. Just
I was about to ask, like, your like point of exertion, like you hitting like, let's talk RPE wise, like your sets, are they hitting pretty near failure? Or?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm generally pushing that line pretty frequently with accessories.
Use that more of a squat or deadlift build or both?
Squat.
Just
Yeah.
extra volume on the quads and everything that you probably miss from low bar squatting all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That and
That makes
like, just
sense.
less pressure on my back.
That's the reason I only do machines. Is like my back hurts. Guess we're doing machines today. You know, like that's all it is.
Yeah.
Find a workaround. You know.
That makes sense. Then, so you do like periodization?
I do.
Sounds pretty
I do.
linear.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it is working for you.
It is.
I can't. I was about to say.
I-
Who else is deadlifting 804? Just saying.
Scotty's catching up.
He did hit that
Give me
nasty
a deadlift
7.
bar. I'll pull 9.
You said actually maybe because you got what was it 865, 855?
At UNR.
Yeah,
That was a while ago. It was probably like 6 months ago.
that was a long time ago.
It's still all within the same year. That's crazy, dude. This year's been packed. Dense. It's a dense year. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Clustered.
It's all been a blur.
Yeah. Dude, it's
Yeah.
been moving because, like, like, March was Open Nationals. He had Open Nationals and then NAPF and then Legions, you know? Like,
Mm.
we had the other meets and stuff and all this, but, like, he's basically been to every competition, too.
That is true.
And he was
I
at
feel like, yeah.
He was at Bench Nationals, too, you know? Like,
I feel like that's another reason why I don't really want to do anything for a while. Because I feel like I've just been going back to back to back.
I mean, 3 meets a year at your level is insane. I'm not going to lie.
And we've only been through like, what, 3/4
Yeah.
of the year?
We still got the best months
We
ahead
could
of
still
us.
squeeze another one in.
I think you can get one around December 13th. Yeah, you got that. That would be like per optimal time to recover. I know how big you're on optimal.
Oh yeah.
I think yeah, just doing a lot of meets is exhausting. I mean, spotting and loading
even
and
like-
working them has been exhausting.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
it would have been good if we didn't have 3 weeks in Austin.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent a total of 4
nuts.
weeks there this year.
That was insane. Like if it was like another bench nationals, be fine because that was like 3 days, 4 days.
Yeah, it's easy.
It was
I think it's
super
3
easy.
days.
But like we were there for 3 weeks, brother.
3 weeks is so
Yeah.
long.
It was lonely here.
Was it?
Yeah, everybody was gone.
Yeah, like the whole squad was gone.
Yeah, I didn't have anybody to talk to when I got here.
It was Blake, you, Zuko, Heaven, and Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
You had other people. Come on.
Nah, but just
The main homies
the
were gone.
regulars.
Yeah, I get that.
Most of the regulars.
I loved going on those trips, dude. Because like I was still kind of like, just moved to Texas, and I was like trying to figure out my life. And Mike's like, "Hey, you want to spot and load?" I was like, "Fuck, I got nothing better to do." So I was like, "Oh, hey, this is actually a lot more fun than my regular life." So I was like, always looked forward to those because I had nothing else going on.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, it was fun. I remember doing bench
bench nats.
worlds.
Y'all spotted the last heavy bench, that James Key, or was that Texas? I think that was Reno. The 606 or something like that raw bench press. James Key.
I think it was us.
I have no
I don't remember.
Because I think Blake handed him off, but I told Gabe to take Belt Guy out.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know. Maybe it was a mixture of all y'all. That's probably what it was.
I think it was a mixture. I don't know. We spotted way too many people. I can't. Belt guy.
Yes, I remember Belt Guy.
There's a photo where he's on a deadlift jack, and he's still just belts on tight. It's like deadlift jack.
He's
Dude.
secure.
He's ready to go.
Was it tight? Did he have his belt on
It's
tight?
clasped. It's tight. It's like he's ready to go.
I'm sure his back probably felt pretty good by the end, though.
Dude, I bet he felt better than all of us.
No,
You
we
don't-
all felt like shit.
You don't need a spine if you have a belt.
Dude, my spine's super malleable after spotting and loading.
You just gotta wear a belt everywhere
Dude,
now.
if I just wore a belt everywhere, then I never have to worry about bracing.
Dude,
Exactly.
especially if it's a lever belt,
Yes.
undo and do it again.
It's like those guys that wear the breathe belts everywhere.
Which ones?
The breathe belts. Joe Sullivan was big on those for a while. They were just this like glorified Velcro belt. You don't remember that? Dude, there's a good 2 months of powerlifting history where like this breathe belt thing happened, and people were just walking around with this like Velcro Vallejo belt,
Oh god.
just like breathing into it, thinking it was gonna help their brace.
That sounds dumb.
Yeah, it didn't last but 2 months, but like people were like, "Oh yeah, this makes sense, Joe Sullivan." Yeah, and then they're like, "This is fucking stupid. This thing's hot. It's July."
what was it supposed to do? Just make you brace?
It's supposed to like be tight on your. It's tight
Make
on your abdominal, and it teaches you to like brace
breathe
against
through your
it.
stomach
Breathe through your stomach, I guess. But
into your diaphragm.
you can look it up. Breathe belt. It's still a thing.
That's a
but nobody-
corset.
It was a glorified corset. Yeah, functional
Functional
corset. I
Yeah,
can't wait. I can't wait
it's
for
weird when bodybuilders wear them.
I can't wait for Peyton to do his CrossFit debut.
It's called
That's how I
hybrid.
really
It's
get
called hybrid
injured.
now.
Hybrid. That's right. Functional. It was functional at the.
It was hybrid.
It was hybrid.
Yeah.
Do you
Because
think
the
you could
CrossFit name costs too much money.
It does. Do you think you could do a power clean? A clean power clean?
I mean, that's how I started in high school. So
Do you think?
probably.
I'm asking you about now.
I think if I'm not sore, yes.
Hell yeah. What do you think?
Right now, no.
You think you throw up like 315 plus?
I don't know about that.
I think you could. You could probably
I mean,
easily,
it's not 804. Just sumo clean it.
you could probably
So uncomfortable. How would that work?
You've never seen that guy sumo clean in the Olympics
No.
lately? Oh, dude, it's sumo, so he's like between his legs. He just has this super narrow stance and just catches it like this.
That's disgusting.
It's not impressive, but
Is that loud?
yeah.
Sure, if you're getting the weight up the same, I don't know.
He's throwing up. I'm not saying I could throw up the same weight as him. I'm just saying though, I could probably throw up the same weight. Hell no, it was like 430 or something. Like it was
Dude,
actually
that's
something.
nuts.
It was actually a lot.
Those
Yeah.
guys are insane.
Those guys are. Like
I think I would want to do Olympic lifting one day
give it a shot.
because they have good mobility.
You want some
Like
of that?
I don't know. It's just impressive.
We warm
think
up
the
with
Olympic
like
lifts-
snatch squats.
I do.
Hell yeah.
I stay ready. I'll be ready for my Olympic lifting debut.
Any day now.
You probably
Any
could
day.
be pretty good at it, honestly.
I don't know. I feel like I've created so much slow twitch.
Yeah, it
You
is.
gotta-
You're developing a different system than what's needed.
Mhm.
I get that.
It is a very fast twitch sport. Very explosive.
Very reactive. Like you gotta know. Like those guys know where the bar is at all time. If they like misplace where their hits on their hips, they know they have to dip lower right then and there.
Yeah.
They're scary, dude. They're like
Yeah.
actually athletes.
Yeah.
Unlike
You
us.
don't see anybody showing up in the Olympics cleaning like high schoolers, like doing they do the wide stance, like the deer
elbow-
stance.
the elbows almost
yeah,
touch.
Yeah. The deer stance.
I love those lifts, seeing those cleans. I think Saquon Barkley hit like a 405 like that.
It's so crazy.
But that's Saquon Barkley. We don't question it.
I think that's crazy. It's just like, I don't know why they teach that in high schools in the first place.
I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
it does give you a good base.
It has great carryover. It's just you got the wrong coaches teaching it.
That's the problem, I think.
That's the problem. And coaches, they read an article, they want to try it. They've never done it. So how are you going to teach something you've never done? You know?
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I started out doing like, I remember the first year I had weights class in high school, and like we were doing overhead squats, we were doing snatches, we were doing cleans, power cleans.
In
I feel like those all helped.
In Texas, nobody really deadlifts in Texas. Like,
Yeah.
except for like the high school powerlifting federation, like that's the only time you'll ever deadlift. But most time it's squat, bench, incline bench, power clean.
It's interesting.
It's very, but like that was like middle school through high school, so it wasn't just like one school idea. Like they like bred you for the high school training program. It's kind of how it worked.
There should be more shoulder stuff.
There should be, because a
More
lot
overhead
of
press.
a lot of kids got shoulder injuries, and guess what? We didn't do at all. Shoulders.
A lot of bench though.
A lot of bench.
Improperly, so it's just destroying the shoulders.
I was
The high
a
school bench.
proper gentleman back in high school, so
I've been bad at bench ever since high school.
what's powerlifting like here in Nevada, like for the high school?
Whoa,
Is it
whoa.
squat, bench, and deadlift?
You
Is
just,
it-
you
is it
just
squat,
annoyed a
bench-
lot of people.
Is it squat, bench, and deadlift?
In high school?
Yeah.
Squat, bench, power clean. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
that's what it's like in
I don't know. I haven't been to high school in 12 years, so.
Damn. In Florida, it's
You're old.
Yeah, I know.
That's how we found Alexis Jones for Midland, because like out of high school, she was only doing squat, squat, clean and jerk and snatch for the Florida high school powerlifting. That's all they
That's
did.
crazy.
Yeah,
Snatch.
like that was like Alexis Jones's like background, Olympic lifting.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then when she got to Midland, she didn't even own a belt. For like a year into Midland, she didn't want a belt. She's like, it feels uncomfortable. Now she's like all SBD'd out and everything now, but she's a lot better at powerlifting now, you know. So she kind of needed some equipment to make sure she didn't fall apart.
I see that a lot too with Olympic lifters. There's some that go out there with no belt, nothing.
Nothing, just and maybe some like ace bandage wraps, you know.
Yeah, ace bandage.
But they got the heels though.
They do.
Those heels go, dude.
I don't know. Did you guys watch Clarence Kennedy?
Oh,
I used to watch
I
Clarence
love
Kennedy.
that guy.
Like,
And Donnie.
how could
Schenkel.
you not want to do Olympic lifting after watching
Yeah,
that
dude,
man?
it's like when you were like 12 and you watched Dan Green deadlift for the first time. You're like, I gotta try
Oh
that.
my God.
You're like watching these guys power clean. You're like, I gotta try that at least once in my life. You know?
Yeah.
I gotta see what I can do.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
That's
I
kind of like
remember him, like, watching him do, like, a set of, like, 5-something for 10 squatting.
Ass to
just, like,
grass.
ass to grass,
Yeah.
high bar.
yeah,
just
dude,
the
it's
most
beautiful. It's so aesthetic.
man squat you could do.
He has like one singular like band around his bottom
Yeah,
of his knee,
the right knee.
because that
Yeah,
has
it's just-
tendonitis or something.
It's like,
It's
yeah,
like-
that's going to do it.
It's like cool, dude, sweet. It's like watching Klokov when he did like that 10-second snatch pause. They like he like held it in the mid position for like 10 seconds and then snatched like 405.
That's
Jesus.
It was insane. That's Klokov though.
So that's my plan after powerlifting.
I feel like that's like the wrong way to go.
The pipeline's mixed up,
Nah.
but he's got the right attitude.
Nah.
The
You gotta take
pipeline.
it slow.
He's got plans.
The pipeline is jujitsu.
You're right, yeah.
You know who else got
That's the natural
into
progression.
getting into Olympic weightlifting now? Oh, that used to be a powerlifter. He used to be an NFL football player too. Do you know Derek Akune?
No.
Okay, he was big like 3 or 4 years ago, and then I think he started life, like PT and stuff like. He got his own PT firm and stuff, but he's getting into Olympic lifting, and dude has NFL level genetics, and he says it himself. I think he just lacks like the brain power for it, and so he just like, but he's just such a explosive athlete. He's like, yeah, finally got back to the gym. Here's a 315 power clean, and it's the filthiest clean you've ever seen. You're like, all right, dude, whatever.
Damn.
Must be
That's
nice.
going to be me.
I mean, CTE makes you stronger.
Must be. You know, a lot of the best like strength conditioning coaches, like in college, they're like just Division I level like athletes, but they couldn't go to the NFL, and they all say like the same thing, like I was just too stupid to learn the playbook or something.
Well, I feel like
Because that's a insane playbook. You hear the calls they make, dude? It's wild.
Yeah, they have to learn all the codes and stuff.
fuck that.
well, that's what powerlifters are. We're like the F tier athletes.
I wouldn't say that.
I feel like if the average NFL player came over to powerlifting, they would
That is true.
He's
they'd do pretty
right,
dang
though.
good.
He's right. Some 15-year-old does one power clean, all of a sudden he's the 5th strongest teen in the nation ever. You know,
That-
like
you see that a lot too. You'll be like just scrolling through, and it's just some kid who this is his first time squatting, and it's
Right.
like 950, and
Dude,
you're like, what
I-
the fuck?
I told you about my friend JJ Falk.
Yeah,
Do you know Jalen Falk? No.
No.
He just won USAPL 90 kg Open National Championship. He's 18, 90 kg, and he's like did like 852. Like he's insane, but like he was a shot putter in high school, and he started lifting weights after high school, and then we recruited him at Midland. He just never stopped growing, and once he even left Midland, he just keeps going. Like he's close to deadlifting over 8, benching near 5, stuff like that. Like he's
Who does this man think he is?
just some 18-year-old dude.
How dare he?
How dare he?
That's
equipped.
crazy.
Raw.
I'm about to say that's crazy.
It's insane.
When is he gonna go to PA?
Eventually.
When he thinks he can win, probably.
I feel like USAPL is dying.
Well, it is. It's gonna implode in like the next year.
You think so?
You guys want to play some Deadpool?
Maybe. Maybe.
He's like, let me think on it.
Let me think about it. I just got this $500.
Oh yeah, you did. You did make money. Both of you made money.
Mm-hmm.
So where's my
It's the only
cut?
time that's ever happened.
Mine,
It's already gone.
Mine went towards the flight.
Threw it all on black.
Later that night, he's like, "Yeah, I never won 500."
I'm down 500.
What did you do with the money?
Nothing, honestly.
Good.
You just
I-
save it.
I haven't done
You
anything.
still have it. Nice. Have you deposited the check yet?
I have.
Okay,
yes,
good.
Yes.
No, just frame it. Never deposit it.
Just frame it. He's like, I'm gonna use it just in case of an emergency. He's like, you know those expire, right? No, that's a myth.
Nah.
The old wives' tale. Mine went towards a flight back to Texas for this week, so I can
Oh,
see my
nice.
family. So
Oh yeah, you leave tomorrow.
I leave
Oh.
tomorrow.
Dang.
Yeah.
You got to be up early?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Board's at 5, so I gotta be there like
Ew.
3 or 4. Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
hate
dude.
that.
One of those.
I'm going to have to go to Arkansas.
For what?
It's another school.
Oh yeah. Where in
Yeah.
Arkansas?
It's near Little Rock.
My brother lives in Arkansas now. I don't know where though. Top left,
Top left.
northwest.
I feel like Little Rock. I think it's like more central.
Okay,
I can't remember.
I have no idea.
it's Arkansas.
I forget that's a state.
Yeah, I don't know what you do in Arkansas. I've never been there.
No, like my brother moved out there. He just lives in a cabin in the woods. Like there's nothing, I guess.
Does he murder people?
Jesus Christ.
He just plays music. Sadly, he's just a very talented musician. The guy sucks.
That's cool.
No, he's really good. I don't know. Like he's just like, I'm moving to Arkansas. It's like, okay, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna pursue my music. I was like, sure, dude, go for
Right
it.
on, right on.
Right on, rock on, brother.
Good for him.
Well,
You know where there's nothing to do at all? Nebraska.
Reno, Nevada.
I was gonna say Nebraska.
Nebraska seems so shitty. We should just go all to Wyoming and be the best powerlifters in Wyoming.
No, I think
Same population as
Blaine
Reno.
Sumner's from Wyoming.
Oh, is he really?
yeah.
Never mind.
We gotta find
You'd
a
have to
weird
go to
state.
like
Let's go to like Maine.
Utah. Is an easy target, I think.
don't think. I feel like Utah has some killers.
Like who? Name 2.
Yeah, I can barely name 2 powerlifters.
Right, and they're right here.
Yeah, so
Name 2 powerlifters: Peyton Johnson, Brandon Target. Got you all day. Montana. I think that's a good desolate wasteland.
that's another place that has some killers.
North Dakota.
Maybe.
I don't want to touch that ground, dude. That's too cold. Sacred land right there.
South Dakota. South Dakota's not a real place.
They're big on bench presses in South Dakota.
Are they really?
Yeah.
How do you know these?
Student of the game, brother. I don't know.
I see.
Well, he's done a lot of spotting and loading.
That is true.
Forrest Gump type shit, you know? Just nobody knows me. I know everything.
Oh.
You know that bench depth rule? I didn't do anything about that.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
Wow. So you're to blame.
I did nothing. I am to blame.
I don't know about you guys, but do you guys have anything else to say?
Not really.
Nothing?
I don't know. I mean, I love American Iron. It's honestly like I haven't been to a gym like it anywhere else. Like the people here, they're so cool. I do feel like it's a community, and we must protect it. Keep it sacred.
Protect this community.
That's what we try to do.
But I feel very taken care of here. And I don't know.
Feel
Good.
welcomed.
The facility is top notch.
You get spoiled here.
I do. Very much.
Can
Like
never go to another gym.
there's always upkeep on the machine. Like they're always great. I remember when the adductor and abductor machine was gone for like a week. while they were getting the new one. I was like, oh no.
And then we had to roll the other one back in once we got the parts. Year and a half
I
later.
was about to say that took
Yeah.
like a year and a half. They said that's wild.
And I was just waiting on parts.
But
We try.
y'all do a fantastic job. I couldn't imagine going to any other gym.
I literally can't.
Yeah.
Tried. It's just,
It's not the
it
same.
sucks.
Yeah. Especially with like competition specific stuff.
I mean, even that,
No
like,
shot.
it's still just atmosphere at that point, you know, like, I feel like you can walk into American Iron and just be like, not just the comp specific stuff, where you're like, I feel good here, you know, I feel fine here, but like, walking to another gym, like, you walked into game day.
Oh
Like-
boy.
Like, that's not very welcoming. You
No.
know?
I feel like you're being judged.
Oh,
All the
yeah.
time, dude,
the
yeah.
entire time I was there, I just
a lot of those Powerlifting Pacific gyms, especially in Texas, they're all just judgy, dude.
They
there's a whole lot of
they
ego.
hated, the women there hated Heaven.
Why?
I have no idea.
oh, because she's another woman. That's why.
Like, they just stared her down, like, super tough. And she just minds her own business.
Crazy.
She
dude.
probably didn't even know.
It's just, no, it's just a weird atmosphere. And it was hot and
It's
humid.
not even just the equipment that makes it, dude. You got to add in that community and atmosphere and stuff because it makes a bigger difference than people think it does.
Yeah.
Like if this gym was just pound plates and whippy brown bars, I'd probably still be happy here. You know,
Yeah, I feel like we have a good community. That
Yeah.
helps a lot.
I think the comp specific stuff just is a big bonus.
It's a plus.
It's a big plus.
It is cool.
We have so much of it now.
Yeah.
Saw y'all's old photos. How did y'all even function before and what it looks like now, dude? What did y'all even do? Share platforms? What the fuck?
We didn't have as many people.
So yeah, like population wise have blown up in the past couple
Yeah.
of years too. Okay.
Actually, like a lot. But I mean, you see people come and go all the time.
Yeah.
Then you see the regulars. Then you see the ones that will never leave. Probably me.
It's just Brandon.
Yeah.
At the end of it all, when the world's
He's
in
just
ashes,
looking in the
it's just
mirror in the
Brand-
bathroom.
It's just Brandon on the rolly chair at the front
This is
desk.
the rolly chair. Just rolling my ass to the monolift.
He's the next Louis. The next West Side is actually going to be in the West. It's just going to be American Iron. It's just going to be Brandon missing an eye for some reason.
I'm just telling everyone to do reverse hypers, back extensions. I do though. I
Advanced.
literally tell everybody to do reverse hypers constantly.
That's great.
The Iron Samurai. We're going to go with the metal sage.
The metal sage.
Sage of power. How's that?
No, it has to. The Iron Samurai sounds cool.
Yeah, but that's Louis though. You can't.
I know,
Be,
yeah.
You can't be
But-
that
so you have to pick something. The metal sage doesn't have a ring to it.
sage of power.
The metal magician.
Yeah, that's good. That's
The
it.
calibrated knight.
The calibrated knight's actually kind of cool.
I'm just saying. The Swedish knight. It's all Alico.
The whippy wizard.
The whip.
I don't know. It was stupid. All right. Anything else?
Monolith monster.
There we go.
There we go.
And on that note.
And on that note, bye.